Good evening. Design Review Board 2 public meeting of October 22nd, 2009 is called to order. Please refrain from talking amongst yourselves during the meeting, and please turn off or put on vibrate all cell phones and pagers. If you need to talk, please leave the meeting room. Anyone who wishes to speak, including applicants, is asked to completely fill out one of the speaker's cards provided at the table by the front door and submit it to staff. You will be called to present a case or speak on a specific item as desired. Anyone who wishes to be re-noticed about a project must completely fill out one of the postcards provided at the table by the front door and submit it to staff to receive notice of subsequent meetings. Current DRB agendas are available by calling our DRB hotline at 818-548-3171 or by visiting our website at www.ci.glendale.ca.us. A handout describing the procedures of the meeting, possible board decisions, and DRB reconsideration and appeals is available at the table by the front door. Please note that appeals must be filed within 15 calendar days of the DRB decision date. The chairperson may reorder the agenda items at his or her discretion. Roll call. Mr. Baladian?
Yes.
Mr. Garagos?
Here.
Mr. Malikian? Absent. Ms. Sakai?
Here.
And Mr. Zarifian, absent. Report regarding posting of the agenda. The agenda for this meeting was posted on the bulletin board outside City Hall at or before 5 p.m. on October 15th, 2009. Oral communications. Is there anybody in the audience that wishes to speak on an item not a part of this agenda? Seeing none, and we don't have any cards, do we, Mr. Garagos?
No.
Okay, great. We will move on to staff announcements. We've got one staff announcement.
We have one staff announcement, yes.
But we also need to elect a chairman or chairperson pro tem.
If there's any requests, nominees.
Nominate.
We'll nominate you.
Yeah. Person's in the middle.
Okay.
How many for you?
Mr. Garagos? All right. This will be a roll call. Ms. Sakai?
Yes.
Mr. Baladian?
Yes.
Mr. Garagos?
Yes.
Okay, so Mr. Garagos, you'll be our chairperson pro tem. We do have one more staff announcement.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, good evening, Chair Pro Tem and board members. Wanted to let you and the audience know that the City Council on Tuesday evening, the 20th, reviewed the DRB changes that have been made and the recommendations that have come out of our discussions with you and Board Number 1. Staff had put forward your recommendations in a report that went to Council on Tuesday, and Council discussed those recommendations and asked staff to go back and rewrite the ordinance so that all but one of those recommendations would be adopted. Since this is not an agenda item, I won't extensively go into it, but you and the audience can find that staff report on the website under archived items. GTV6 has archived all those items. The one item that the council did not want us to move forward is that we had proposed that the board elect a person or persons to work with staff when approved conditions cannot be met, or when there's some disagreement by the applicant during construction or during plan check. The council did not agree with that particular recommendation, but all the other recommendations that staff put forward, including allowing the board to request a third review. Those were all of our recommendations were adopted, and staff will then move forward with an amended ordinance that goes to the City Council. Thank you.
Great. Thank you very much. We'll start the hearing today. We have one item, which is 2 PDR 2009-057-A 247 Wonderview Drive. Take it away, Mr. Collins.
Board, would you like? Or I go straight to my presentation?
Excuse me, Mr. Chair. The actual address is 241 Wonderview.
Ooh, what did I say?
I think you said 247 Wonderview.
Ooh, I apologize.
That's okay.
Very good. What's the view of the board? You want to have him do a right to presentation?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mr. Pro Tem Chairman, members of the board, as mentioned, this is case number 2-PDR 9-057A, located 241 Wonderview Drive. This is a first-time submittal for final design review. Keeps on your... The applicant is proposing to remodel and add 286 square feet to the existing first floor, add 1,212 square feet to the existing second floor, and reconfigure the existing three-car attached garage. The total floor area, excluding 700 square feet of the 721 square foot three-car garage, will be 4,576 square feet. The existing property currently contains a 3,055 square foot two-story single-family house and an attached three-car garage. The house and garage were constructed in 1970, and the subject property is a 32,160 square foot flag lot, which is similar to other lots in the neighborhood in terms of orientation, and there is some variation with the size. The existing house can be characterized as a contemporary ranch style. The site slopes up from the street 50 feet to the house pad. The existing house is built on the flat portion of the lot, and there are 4 individual lots between the street and the subject house. And I have presented up there, if the board would like, to get their bearings, a location map that shows the subject property in relationship to the other lots in the vicinity, and that's up on the board. The neighborhood is zoned R1R, which is a low-density residential, and is in Floor Area District 2. The existing property, as mentioned, is a flag lot, and the addition is included on the first floor toward the front of the house. The second-story addition will be built basically above the existing first floor and extend over the garage and out from the entry toward the eastern elevation. The addition modestly reconfigures the shape of the house, but the overall site planning and configuration largely remains the same. The proposed lot coverage, site planning, access, and parking appear consistent with the majority of the homes in the neighborhood. The mass and scale of the proposal appears to relate well with the existing structure and the surrounding neighborhood. The size and location of the new second story above the eastern portion of the first floor and overall configuration of the proposal is appropriate. Staff is recommending a step back at the second floor addition to reduce the apparent bulk of the house, and the overall texture and materials of the project maintain the look of the existing house and the overall design concept. The quality of the materials and the details are appropriate for the existing structure and the neighborhood. And I've also posted for the board a material sample board showing the swatches and samples of what materials are proposed for the proposed addition. Planning staff believes that the addition will be harmonious with the character of the existing house and the neighborhood. Planning Department recommends the project be approved with the following conditions, and staff has 2 suggested conditions for the board to consider. The first is that the ground floor be stepped forward at the garage, or the second floor be stepped back to reduce the apparent bulk of the house. And the second condition is that the driveway pavers should be set in sand to allow for a permeable surface. That concludes my presentation. I'm available for any questions, and the applicant and owner are in the audience.
Any questions?
Do you mean the driveway, the AC driveway, or the new decorative paving driveway is your recommendation for sand set?
Any of the new driveway that's being proposed.
So new driveway.
That's correct.
Any other questions? For Brad.
No, I don't have any question.
Good. Okay, I have two cards, one of which Edward Hagopian. State your name and address, please.
My name is Edward Hagopian. I'm the architect of this project. My address is 220 South Kenwood Street, Suite 210, Glendale 91205. Looks like there's not much to talk about this project because it's a very simple project, and I agree with all the conditions except that stepping back will create hardship, because if you push the first floor of the garage forward, it will make it difficult to enter to the garage, because that is a very tight situation there. If you push it back, we will run into the complications of a new retaining wall on the back, which will be a hardship or difficulty. We are going to use the existing retaining wall on the back, and we don't want to touch that. Other than that, there are minor complications, like if I push that portion back, then may I approach to... As you can see here, the roof is breaking lower. If I push this back, then I have to break it back and have higher stucco visible there. Same is here. And how to wrap around the corner to roofs is not architecturally pleasant. And however, this house, as Brad mentioned, is about 50 feet higher than the street, and those things are not visible anyway from the street. Other than that, the color, we have a color material board there. Will match the existing, except that the windows will be changed to much higher quality clad windows, Marvin clad windows. The driveway, we will have, we agree with staff, we will have that interlocking concrete blocks that will be installed in sand with beautiful colors. And the existing driveway is in a very bad condition now. It's broken concrete, asphalt, mixture of all kinds of things. And other than that, that's all I can say.
Just had a couple questions for you.
Yes.
It's hard to tell. You said you're matching the kitchen window and I guess the French door next to it.
There is one window that is already changed, and it's clad green Marvin window.
Right. Yeah, so it's this one back in here. Back in here.
And the sliding door.
Yes.
Back in there, and you'll be matching those two?
Yes.
Okay, it looks like, I mean, it's hard to see, it's far away, but is there a surround that's on that, or is the window popped out, or it looks like there's something going around the window?
Not that I can remember, no.
Okay, it looks like something's going on. I just wondered if you're proposing anything around the windows.
Not really, no.
It's just the frame of the window. It's just thicker.
It's a different color, that's why it was like
Yeah.
a beige colors. It looks like something, I don't know what it was.
Do what?
The existing windows are
Something
beige
around
color.
Surrounded here. It's popped out.
Yeah, it's popped out or something, I don't know.
May I see that?
Just wondering if that's, any of that is
The
what you're
kitchen,
proposing
existing
elsewhere.
kitchen window, it's, maybe when they popped it up a little bit out.
Trim?
I was only saying you're matching it, I'm just wondering what of that you're matching. Nothing of that.
This one
No,
is
this
not.
one.
This one is the same.
This one.
Maybe-
He's seeing it pop out.
Maybe you're right, I don't know.
Okay. And the railing that you're proposing is what's shown in the picture, or is it a different railing design?
A simple railing, the way we show in the drawings, nothing decorative, or we try to make everything match the existing and be very simple.
What, Mr. Hagopian, what architecture style you're trying to do? Because the existing house it's almost Mediterranean Spanish than a ranch, isn't it?
We continue whatever is there. We can. I mean, I think you're right. This is not ranch.
This is not ranch. I don't know why.
Spanish, more
Or
of
Spanish Mediterranean. I mean, I don't have problem. I wish, you guys going to replace all the windows.
All the new.
So you guys going to go with Marvin?
Marvin, yes. Everything will be new.
With the same color, that patina color?
Yes. Yeah. The sample is there. You can
Yeah,
see the
I
green
saw
color.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other? Okay.
Okay, we'll come and we'll ask him. How come you didn't propose surrounds around the proposed new windows? I think it will give it more character to the to the building.
I personally don't like those things. It looks funny to me to have, especially if it's stucco. If it's a different material.
Not
maybe
stucco, wood.
Wood,
The
yes.
sill.
Wood, I agree with you, but not.
Like some wood or some wood plus.
If that's what you prefer, we'll do it. I personally don't like it.
I don't know. We might give it more character to the house.
Give it more depth.
I don't know. We'll discuss. We'll talk about it.
Okay.
With fake shutters or something. I don't know.
Well, the color of the garage door, is that going to be the color that you're showing on the rendering?
Yes.
It's going to match the front door?
No.
No.
That garage door comes already painted, so we try to use whatever is available, standard color,
What kind
which
of
is somehow matching the stucco color.
what kind of material is that garage door?
The garage door will be fiberglass door.
Painted.
With a raised feature, right?
Yes,
Raised feature.
yes. We were thinking to put a wood, but the wood is exposed to the rain and sun, and after a few years it starts to fade. It's not good.
The proposed color of the house, are you matching the same color as on the pictures, or you're?
Maybe it's a little bit different. For my surprise, that color is called Spanish white, but you see it's not white, it's a kind of light cream color. And
I think you should go maybe lighter, investigate, because I've seen homes like with the patina, if you go around like yellowish. Anyway, we'll discuss about it.
the color of the stucco, we are flexible on that. This is the color that is very close to the existing, so we try to use the same thing.
Okay, we'll talk about it.
Okay. Any other questions?
No.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Krikor Derbabjan. State your name and address, please.
Krikor Derbabjan, 241 Wonderview Drive. As the owner, the property owner of the house, we wanted to make sure that we don't do major changes, radical changes to the house. So in addition to that, I wanted to make sure that there are no objections. That's why we met with staff several times, trying to ensure that it will be comfortable to the neighbors also as well. So I think I want to bring out one thing, though. I was a little bit surprised to see that there was one recommendation left, because I was hoping that there wouldn't be after all the meetings we had. And that is about the setback, obviously. The report on page 3, it states that the house is about 223 feet from the street. Also, like Mr. Hagopian stated, the house pad is 50 feet above street level. In addition, the same report also on page 3, it states that only the second floor is visible. So having a setback really does not make a change in the appearance of the house per se. So I wanted to bring that to your attention as well. I really appreciate it, taking your time. Thanks a lot.
Thank you. Okay, there are no other cards, and with that, we will close the hearing. And meeny, miny, mo.
It is.
Yeah, ladies first.
Thatcher.
I think, you touched on a good point with the windows. I had a question. For me to comment about the windows, it looks a little flat. So it's contemporary, yes, and that means you don't put a lot of flourishes on it. But I think it does look Spanish Mediterranean, and having the windows read as flat as they are, you could get a lot more wow factor by just putting simple surround and a sill out of a wood or fiberglass material. So I would recommend doing that on all of the windows. Would have a sill, not the sliding glass doors. And then the color of the garage door not matching anything else kind of stood out for me as well. I understand that they probably have standard colors and you're trying to stay within this color scheme. So as close as you can get to either the window color or the door color. I don't know. I kind of wanted to see as the front door, but then I don't really have a strong feeling either way. It just doesn't. It seems like a lot of colors going on right now. Maybe it's the same color as the house. Just one less color coming at you. And sandset pavers, which you said you were going to do. The finished stucco, I think if you did a smooth finish for the stucco finish, I'm not sure if you said what the finish was. It just says Le Havre white, Spanish white. So I would recommend a smooth finish to get that Mediterranean, Spanish Mediterranean character in the house. And that's about it. The planting looks, you're using mostly existing plants and filling it in, and a lot of drought tolerance. So that's good. So basically I have no problem with the front articulation being set back. I'm not sure the point about the back pushing back towards the hill to set back the front. I don't understand that part. And
Use an existing retaining wall back.
yeah, so aren't we just keeping that as the back edge? And
They're saying, I think if they push things back, but that's,
forward.
Yeah.
So
they'd push things back,
I
would
don't think it's
reflect
a
it.
problem. Because you're articulating the one-car garage behind the two-car garage. And to me, the house is competent. It's competent Spanish Mediterranean styles, contemporary. It's not a wow house to me, so it's, and it's set back in the hillside. It doesn't, I don't know, it just, you know what I'm saying? It's like it could be more than this, but I'm not going to make you do all the flourishes that make it that wow Spanish Mediterranean house. It's your house, and if you're happy with it, that's fine. I think it's competent enough to get there. That's my comment.
Jump here.
Oh, it's me.
It's you. It's only three of us. So.
I'm going to repeat. Well, it's a simple project, so I somehow agree with the staff's recommendations, and I've been trying to see how. Listen to Mr. Hagopian's comments about the roof objection, not moving that setting back the second floor. Trying to figure out as we're speaking right now how we could make it work and have a clean roofing system. I'm still looking at it. I don't know. Maybe Greg, Chair, is looking at it too as well. I would like to see a little bit. This is a nice project. I've seen a similar projects like this with the same color with the patina windows, and it will look nice if you add some surrounding that will make the building a little bit more. It gives it more character to the house. It's like eyelashes. Right now, it's without the eyelashes. You could get away with it if you had made the windows recessed in. Mm-hmm. It gave some depth. Right now, I know we're looking at the existing windows, but I don't know if you could recess it in. It gives a depth, like a few inches, couple of inches. Set the frame inside. I don't know how much complication going to create because you're doing an existing addition. That will be okay. So you have an option. So I would see. I'm going to do a recommendation that to look both ways if they could do it. The colors, as far as the colors, I'm not that crazy with the sample colors. I don't know if that's the final color, but I like the existing color of the house right now, the way you have it in the pictures. I think we should go towards lighter beige, a little bit of yellowish in it because the patina and the yellowish cream will work. That's going to be a recommendation. I don't have a problem with the colors. The railing, I think we're basically keeping the existing railing, I believe, right? I'm still thinking about this. We need to discuss about the area. The only thing that bothers me with that garage area, it's especially this portion of the design. I don't have a problem on this area. I think I have a problem with because this is the approach to the house. This area kind of I like this, I like, everything else is set up nicely, except this area kind of, it's weak.
Well, what I was going to propose was that you
Maybe
have
the-
you have the small shed roof on the left side.
Where?
You could very easily do that same shed roof over on that side.
Or another idea is this balcony that you maybe extend exposed balcony here, an exposed balcony there. Continue this length and then create a balcony there with instead of a window have a slider. Maybe that will break it. See it?
Yeah,
Maybe with the wood. If you continue the same architecture with the exposed rafters, like to bring it over here, and then maybe cancel this balcony overhang. Have a balcony there, an option. Have another balcony here with the exposed rafters with wood, the same color as the rafter, dark brown. Will give it more character to that corner, maybe. Something that we need. We'll discuss. I don't know how you feel about it.
I like the idea of having the roof line
Matching the shed on
because
it,
then you have like
yeah.
you have three of them. It kind of carries it across.
Yeah.
It gives you the color and the texture that you have on the left hand
Like here, I'm
side.
talking.
yeah, just doing that
Yeah,
section.
just doing a little
Yeah, I think
extension roof. That would help.
I think that would be nice to do
I
over
think
in that
it'll-
section, and it would give you another column to sort of use as a
Like this.
three-dimensional element. Yeah.
And the balcony, and then this is another slider there. And then it gives a nice character. Because right now it's not.
Well, what I would do though is do that here and then do the roof here. What he's mentioning is you're showing a plaster cantilever for the balcony above. Rather than it being a plaster balcony, it might be a wood corbelled look to bring in the idea of the corbels you have on the rafters. Because I think it would be more interesting than just a plaster extension.
I don't know if you would like to see it. I have a sketch here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm saying do that on the existing one though. Do that on this one. Do it on this
I think
one.
it
and then
will
the shed.
it will make that corner.
Yeah. And not on the corner though. Just so we're clear. Do that detail on this one and put the shed roof that matches that there. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see. But I think
That's
it will
what
look much. I don't know. It's.
Well, I think that feature there. I mean, I think he already has the balcony. I mean that.
I mean, he has the
Do it
balcony
here.
there. I don't have a problem there. Leave the balcony.
I work with the staff if you recommend both ways, either.
Yeah, we could talk about it.
The only question that I would have about adding a shed roof on the east and north end is that there's no planar articulation. So are you asking for a shed roof that would
It's the same one as on the left-hand side.
I don't wanna draw on that rendering.
The shed roof that's up to the left of the door.
But then there's a change in plane in
Yeah, I
that
could-
location. There wouldn't be a change in plane.
I'm gonna mark it on this.
It's the
Okay.
exact same detail.
Yeah, but I don't wanna mark it here.
Isn't it? Am I? This is the same plane.
Because my perception of what Board Member Biladian was mentioning was that the balcony that's shown would not need an extended balcony because that balcony already has a recess, and that there would be an extended exposed balcony on the northeast corner. Is that correct?
That's what he was mentioning. It's not what I was mentioning.
Okay.
Yeah. But, yeah.
I'm doing some. It's a option.
Two options.
What I was trying to say, keep it the way it is. Maybe I should. Keep the same way here, and then just to treat this corner here, and then make this as a slider window, and then have an exposed cantilever with corbel, same style as the rest.
That's not what I was.
I guess I don't understand.
Okay. What I'm
He
saying.
wants to repeat this
Yeah.
over here.
See, this is the same plane right here. I'm saying just extend this plane here. Do the same AP plane.
This.
You'll do this. You'll push this out. You'll add a post out in front. So there'll be a slight. There'll be a three-dimensionality here, just like this, same detail.
But the only thing I
This is
hate
setback.
about that,
Okay.
the only thing about that problem.
But then do your same detail here. Let that be wood corbel rather
Yeah,
than
that's
plastic
the
corbel.
word corbel, but the only thing, if you do that, similar to that one, going in and out that garage, they're gonna hit that walls. They're gonna hit that column.
I mean, it could be that it gets slightly wider. They have plenty of setback on that side. It could go a little bit
No,
wider
for
than
the
the
single
building.
door. If they put it, it's going to narrow down here.
Why could they, but they could go beyond.
If it was my wife, she would hit that every day.
Why are you giving her the
Sorry.
small door?
I hope she's not listening.
I'm going to tell her to look at the video.
Well, we have a lot of room on that side, and that little shed roof could go beyond. It could go further north than the house.
I think I'm going to.
I think for me, that is what it would be. It would be a shed roof that matches that, and I think you can go further north, or slightly wrap the building, so.
Well, you guys can continue deciding amongst yourselves or make a condition
we'll make
that
a decision.
isn't either or.
Okay, someone needs to make a,
You're gonna.
my preference, whoever's making a motion, here's my preference.
I don't know if we need them both. I mean,
We
you
do,
need
we
the
do.
corbels
But I'll
and
make
you
my
have the
preference
roof?
known. My preference is for the plaster, the existing shown plaster balcony to have wood corbels, not plaster.
That's weird.
The detail you're talking about, but do it
Yes,
on
I
that one.
agree.
And then incorporate a shed roof matching the other on the right-hand side. Now, you guys do
I'm not
whatever
with
you
the
want to
shed.
do. You present any proposal you want, that's what I would hope for.
The shed is going to create a
But
problem.
you can go further north than that.
There's
But then
support.
that elevation,
The side can be
Support out.
wider.
but that elevation on the side is not going to look
What if
nice.
it's just a small
Well,
little
Ben,
It's
it
gonna
does
look
now.
like
It looks
this.
like that right now.
Because you could support it
No,
off
it's
the
going to
building.
look like.
No, but you bring it out a little further.
It's going to look like this. It's going to look like this. I don't know. I'm not for it. Sorry.
Okay, well, there you go. I let my feelings known. You guys make your motion. I can't make a motion,
I'm
so
not
you guys
for
make
it.
the motion.
I'm just trying to think of, look at that elevation there.
I think we should have,
What if
without the
something
columns,
dives
have a
into
balcony, cantilever extension with corbels,
Make
wood,
the motion.
wood.
Make the motion.
Okay, you want me to make a motion? I'll make a motion for,
I'm also looking at the other balcony. The other balcony is part of the architecture, whereas this balcony just sticks out. So the roof on that side kind of ties into the architecture.
That's what I think. I
know.
agree. I agree. So somebody make a motion.
Can you just do a little one that just enough support on the wall?
We could do it as a corbel, so there's no post.
There's no post. Yeah,
We
just
could do a
just
corbel.
a
corbel off the
cross
corner.
brace that comes off the wall.
can we give them the two options?
We can give them the two. Absolutely, give them two. Make your
they can
motion as
pick.
two options. Yes.
Okay. I'm going to make a motion for,
We're not going to divide the baby. We'll just give them two babies.
okay, this is your lucky day, Mr. Hagopian.
You get to pick which baby you want.
I'm going to make a motion for two options to work with the staff
Two
to approve
conditions.
two
Is
options.
Stephanie happy with that possibility?
You like that?
It's fine. We love to work with
Whatever
Very
you
good.
guys. One option, you could go with, definitely with the you need to go with corbels,
Balcony.
balconies. The option one is to go with matching the other side with the roof, with the stucco and, right?
Shed roof, yeah.
Shed roof. And then the other second option will be the balcony framed out of wood, kind of hanging there at a corner. Is it clear enough?
Perfect. Do you want to add in about the...
And if there is that additional balcony, would there be changes in the balcony that's shown? Would it be removed? Would it simply be changed to wood with corbels? What?
Railing. The railing will be another issue. The railing, we need to...
Now, what do you do on the...
No, the question on the balcony that's proposed that's
What are you going
cantilevered.
to do to this one?
Originally, you had mentioned have that one go away.
With plaster or wood to
No,
match
no,
this one?
without plaster. It's going to be
Wood to
wood
match
corbel.
it? Ma-
Okay,
Matching, yes.
so on that
Proposed.
end, there will be two matching cantilevered balconies.
Correct.
So I'm confused. We're having one option was the two balconies with the wood corbels.
Right.
The second option is the existing balcony with the wood corbels and then a shed roof.
Yes.
Okay.
Now,
Do you want to talk about the color? You want to mention
And
the color?
What?
Do you want to mention the color and the garage door? I think.
Garage
the
door color.
color, the garage door, I think, I don't know how you guys feel. The garage door should be matching the fascia color,
the door.
the dark brown.
The dark one. Well,
I
yeah,
think you
it's
should
closer to
blend
the door
in.
color, I think.
Yeah.
That would be better, too.
Yeah, I think it's true. I agree.
So that's a
Is that a condition or it's a must?
It's your motion.
condition.
Is that door color or
Garage.
corbel color?
Garage.
The corbella and the fascia, I think they're all the same color. The fascia is the all.
And is that the same as the front door color?
No, the front
Front door
door
could be
probably it's a
different.
stained.
Yeah.
Probably it's going to be a dark stained, right?
So I think
So-
we're saying the corbels, the
Yeah.
fascia, and the garage door should all be the same
Yeah,
color.
Same.
Okay, but then that would be different than the front door
It'd
color.
be different than the front
Yes.
door, yes.
Okay.
But it's
thank
within a tonal range of the front door.
Okay.
Talk or you have to open
You
it.
can't let you talk. We're going to get
Yeah,
this
you
one
can.
done.
No, my question about the
We're
front
getting
end.
close, Mr. Hagobian.
You say something, it's all going to be over.
I asked, I
The
need
Boladian was asking the question.
Okay.
the front door, what color is going, what color is going to be
So it will
distinct?
be brown color as you see in the
It's a stain or a paint?
stain, wood
Okay.
stained.
Darker.
But thinking that a garage door is larger and having a darker color that will look a big dark color there, I thought maybe to make it a little bit darker than the stucco, so it will match, in fact, a little bit darker, a variation of the stucco color. That was my thought.
Interesting, because I look at the existing, and I like the way the dark color
Okay, fine, if
that
you want.
kind
that,
of
fine.
I
accents
think it's a
the
lot
house.
of light color to stare at when you're coming up. I think yeah.
A lot of
I
light
think it
color.
would look okay with a darker color.
And then,
Finish your motion.
and the smooth stucco finish.
And the stucco color.
Smooth stucco finish and your color.
And we also heard something about sills and surrounds.
I think the windows need to be articulated, so either putting a sill and a surround, or you suggested setting them back in to recess it to give it some depth with a sill.
Okay, so that's two options for the windows, and that is for all the windows, including the existing openings, because all the windows are new,
Changing out.
correct?
Correct.
Correct.
I would clarify that to be when they inset, for me, at least for me, and then we can talk about this. I would be comfortable that if it just went back in the depth of the plaster, so you had basically an inch of pull-in
Okay.
with a plaster sill. I mean, that's comfortable for
A
me.
plaster sill or a wood sill?
A wood sill.
You want a wood sill?
Plaster sill. Talking about like an opening in the wall.
You're talking this. You want this sill, right?
Sill right below the window.
A wood
Just
sill
below.
like this.
Yeah. You could do it, if you, like, I'm actually thinking of something in addition to what would be a windowsill.
So it would stick out beyond the wall.
Right, you'd have whatever the window is, and then below that is a piece of plaster below, sill piece. It could be
guess
wood, I could go
I
with
could
wood.
do that. I could see stucco wrapping around, so it
And
has a
then a little
bullnose
plaster
edge and a
piece below the
plaster
window.
piece below that.
Below the window, yeah.
I could see that.
Out of plaster? I would like to see.
It's all going to be smooth plaster rolling in, and then this plaster piece coming out.
Yeah.
And then the window set back in.
I mean, that's a
It's
pretty
very
traditional,
Spanish.
It's your motion.
it's a pretty traditional feel, I mean, it's,
Yes.
that's a pretty traditional way of doing it, and I would be comfortable with that. And I think because of the sun and the exposure, they wouldn't want to do wood, so.
So that could
I
be,
would go
that's
with
your
the
out for
surround.
the wood. But wood's maintenance, and they got to paint it, and so if they wanted to do the recessing, and then the stucco molds that come around.
You guys make them
We'll give them an option on that, if you're good.
So those two options would be the one option is to set the window into the back of the existing face of wall and have a minimum of a 1-inch rounded bevel corner at the jamb and a plaster sill. The other option would be to have wood surrounds and a wood sill if that window is, say, a nail-on window, and it's flush, more flush with the outside than that inch.
Yes,
Okay, thank you.
lots of options. Are we good? What else we say about the color? Did we resolve the color? Want to make it just a
I don't have any-
recommendation?
I don't have a problem with the colors. I mean, I like the color. What I meant was I like the color in the pictures rather than the material bulk colors. I think maybe it's the sun, it's lighter.
Is this the color that you're proposing? What is it called? Spanish white?
You said you picked as close as what's existing.
Spanish white. So,
If you're going to match the existing color, I have no problem. I don't need, I really going to,
And that's your intent, is the natural is there, right?
yeah.
You're trying to match the color that's there, right?
Yeah, but what if I could speak for the applicant? The color that you see on the sample board is the closest that they are proposing to come to match the existing. So if you say to match the existing, that's the color you'll get.
Yep,
Yeah.
okay.
I would just want to make the condition of doing a smooth finish. Smooth stucco.
And that's not a steel troweled smooth. It could still be machine applied, correct? Okay, thank you.
Okay.
There were two conditions in the staff report.
Sand site pavers, which they've agreed to. Yes.
Just
To maintain those two,
No, just the pavers.
just the pavers? Okay.
The other one's addressed in our Solomon choice.
Okay.
Okay, so we have a motion by Mr. Beladian. Do we have a second?
I second it.
This will be roll call. Mr. Beladian,
Yes.
Ms. Sakai,
Yes.
Pro Tem Chairman Mr. Garagos.
Yes.
Approval on a 3-0 vote with the conditions as stated. Thank you.
All right, there were 3 sets of minutes available for approval. However, the August 13th and August 27th minutes we can't approve because we don't have enough, we don't have the right
Mr.
people.
Malikian is not here
Mr.
again.
Malikian, we miss him.
I know. You
If he's
abandoned
watching,
us.
we miss you.
So if you'd like to look at September 24th,
Excuse me?
if you'd like to look at September 24th, I think that's available for your review and approval.
Yeah, I think that was fun.
Can I make a comment? Review fenestration at the corner
I'm sorry, where are you?
with conditions number 3.
Okay,
talked
on
with them.
page 2.
How did you want to change that?
Did we talk about that?
Yeah, it was your comment.
Okay.
About how the window was done on the one that was sweeping out in cantilever,
Yeah.
right? Wasn't it?
So you want the canopies?
Hmm?
You wanted the canopies? That one, number
The
3?
canal curve provide 3-dimensional.
If you want to modify that, tell me.
That's all right.
Good otherwise?
That's all right.
Get a motion from someone?
A motion, what? Motion to approve the minutes of September 24th, 2009.
I second.
Okay, a motion is made to approve the minutes. This will be a roll call. Ms. Sakai?
Yes.
Mr. Beladian?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. We don't have any other board business to discuss? or after-
Okay, any comments from anybody? Anything anybody has to say? Burning issues? Nothing? We are adjourned.
Boom.
Is this a record?
Wow.